as a Catholic and as somebody who was interested in spirituality, always felt a split between kind of this desire for growing in relationship with God to this commitment to addressing like inequalities in the world. And so in this class on active nonviolence, where I was learning about how this interior work of working towards communion with God and others was linked to addressing systemic changes through the power of nonviolence, it just was like such a kind of eye-opener, heart opener for me to realize that active nonviolence was articulating a framework and a philosophy that I had been trying to grapple with on my own, but that there was actually a whole like history of active nonviolence, from Gandhi, from Jesus, all the way up to the different civil rights movements, social movements of today.
Mexico is a country with 78,000 disappeared people, 300,000 of homicides, violence, and hundreds of thousands of displaced people in the last 10 years in a very bad named drug war. So there are many social movements of civil nonviolent resistance all over the country.
Because I witnessed it, I saw it, then I knew that there was something wrong in my growing up years. And then when I was in college, Ninoy Aquino was killed. This was in August 21, 1983. And I was vice president of the student council at this time. I was in third year college. All of a sudden, that incident just liberated the people from their fear. There was curfew before then, and people actually, just abided by the rules of martial law. But when Ninoy was shot dead, we just like broke free from that fear, of being arrested when we spoke out. So suddenly the people, marched down the streets of Manila and, in key cities of the Philippines, and, calling for justice, justice for Ninoy or justice for Senator Aquino. So I remember that, almost, I don't know if it was every day, but my classroom was the streets of Manila.
I still remember these guys who was a commander of Selekas, anti-Balakas, people who really destroyed mosque. And during the process, at some point of time, he came to me and tell me, I am going to change. I'm going to become a peace builder. And just after we finished the workshop, we wanted to have a celebration to start the peace process in the country. And the same night, there was an attack where other people were killed. And I was convinced that something bad was going to happen. But I received a call from this guy who said, I will do peace. Out there are still people who do not understand how violence is really destroying themselves.